just like what Microsoft did initially with machine learning, they basically said, how can we apply this to Business Central? But because of the scale and because of the enormity of how big LLMs and everything had become, Microsoft basically said, let's do this at a little bit of a larger scale. So for instance, they arranged hackathons and things where they got people from the community together. And Microsoft basically developed a framework that would allow us to, from within Business Central, send a prompt to the LLM, and the prompt would then respond back. Because that's all an LLM actually is. ChatGPT, you give it a prompt and it gives a response back. And Microsoft, by enabling these interactions, gave us the tools, and then they started developing a couple of different, so there's a couple of things that they've developed, and Microsoft gave the term to this type of tooling that they're developing. They gave the term co-pilot, and the idea being is, if you're the pilot, you're in charge, you're flying the airplane, you're doing everything, but you actually use this co-pilot to assist you in doing things. So if we have a look at some of the co-pilots that they create, there was the marketing text suggestion. So Business Central would basically take everything it knows about an inventory item. So you've got the description, you've got the units of measure, you've got all sorts of data that you keep within Business Central about an item. And then if you want to put this item on, let's say, e-commerce web page, you need some sort of a marketing text to tell the user what this item is all about. And that marketing text should include things like what is the size, what is the color, what is the weight, all these types of things. So one of the very first ones that they developed was the marketing text suggestion, where you would go to an inventory item, you would say, Copilot, give me some suggestions, and Copilot would feed all of this information to the LLM, and the LLM would come back with some sort of a paragraph that just basically describes the item that you can just use straight on your e-commerce page. So
yeah, like you say, really useful for people with lots of inventory where they're marketing through e-commerce. It's really practical.
Yeah, absolutely. And they basically gave that to the community, and they said, here's the tools. So let's say you have some sort of a vertical market ISV solution that integrates into the actual ERP system. You could, if you wanted to, expand your IP with your own Copilot that you can develop within Business Central, because all the tools and frameworks and everything is actually in the system for you to use.
Yeah.